What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to yet another Overwatch League news video. We've got a double upload today because the Paris Eternal also decided they wanted to make their move today by announcing the addition of Dridro to their team. He is going to be their new main support that fills in the shoes left behind by Neptuno, and honestly, on face value, seems like a pretty decent pickup if you ask me. Is he going to be a god that just makes a crazy difference? I don't know about that, but he could definitely do better than Neptuno. He seems like a pretty promising prospect to go with. You guys know me. I'm a big fan of good resumes, and he has one. He's pretty well versed. He's been around the block more than a few times, I guess you could say, because he's played everywhere. He's played in EU contenders, and then he's also played in NA. We've seen him play for teams like Montreal Rebellion, Uprising Academy, and recently New Kings, the EU contenders team that did end up winning the April season of European contenders. Now, of course, I've admitted this fully many times on my channel before, but I'm not the most knowledgeable with EU contenders talent. But even so, I really do like the resume that he has going for him. He's played for a couple of different teams that just about everybody has heard of, even if you're not a huge fan of contenders, and he's been playing since 2017, so he kind of knows his way around. He's not as risky as like a player who has only come onto the scene a few years ago, or someone who might not have even played in contenders like we've seen from other teams who have picked up these random players in the past. Unlike someone whose experience is only limited to Open Division or Trials, let's say, you know what you're going to get with Dridro, I feel like. It's pretty clear-cut what his ceiling looks like and what he's capable of, so that's a good thing, I suppose, if you're a Paris fan. You kind of know what you're getting, right? He's played on a bunch of different teams, he's been part of many different systems, he's played in many different metas before, so you kind of have a person who's going to be somewhat reliable in just about everything that you need him to play, especially on like Lucio or Brig, I would say. So yeah, not too bad of a signing at all. Not amazing, but I think it definitely beats having Neptuno. As I mentioned in my Paris Eternal parts ways with Neptuno video, Neptuno was not playing acceptable levels of Overwatch at the main support position, and he even admitted to this on his twit longer. He said that he wasn't playing up to his own standards and that he was letting down the team, and that's part of the reason he decided to go in the first place. You could just tell it was kind of sloppy at times, you know? Like, again, I've already said this before, but that time on Oasis against the Titans where it literally took him like a whole round to charge up a beat, yeah, that's pretty brutal, and that's not something that is acceptable at the Overwatch League level, I feel. Even if you're having an off day, that's still kind of brutal. Neptuno was great for just being an overall leader of this team. He's an older player, he has a lot of experience, he can be a mentor for a lot of these players and just provide a lot of veteran leadership, but none of it really matters if you can't really perform at all in-game. But that's where Dridro comes in, right? He's going to be a replacement who gives you more acceptable gameplay, I guess you could say. He'll provide a boost to the Paris Eternal support line that makes this team play slightly better overall. Maybe not a huge difference that results in them winning a lot more than you'd expect them to, but perhaps they look a little bit more competitive on a map-to-map basis. I've heard many people say that he's arguably the best available main support from this region to choose from, so yeah, that's a pretty good upgrade, I would say. Going from Neptuno to that, yeah, that's a nice change. Anything was better than what they were working with during the May Melee qualifiers. Regardless of where your team sits in the standings, any sort of alteration or improvement that you can make to your roster, you take 10 times out of 10. I have doubts that'll be the same type of leader as Neptuno just because of how outspoken he is and his veteran status and how he was kind of able to be a mentor and leader for a lot of those young players on that roster because of the amount of experience he has, but at the same time, Dridro might be able to lead by example. I know he's young, he's only 18 years old, but his solid play just might be enough to have the entire team rally behind him. It should be pretty fun to see what this French main support fresh out of contenders can do in his first attempt at the Overwatch League. We can only hope that he brings good fortune to Paris moving forward. And with that said, that's all I have to say about this quick news update for you. That's what I think of Dridro joining the Paris Eternal. What do you think about this move? Make sure to let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more Overwatch League news content in the future, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And until next time, this is ATP, signing out. Peace.